My name's Chris Prawdzik with Cage Side Press. Today I have Ian Garry, who is going to be taking on Darian Weeks at UFC 273, April 9th from Jacksonville. Ian, how you doing today?
Great, man. Life's good. No complaints. Just finished training, sitting down, having a drink, having a nice chat about my life and my story. So yeah, life is good. How about you?
Good, I'm doing good. Weather's starting to get nicer here in Michigan, so I think we're going to get in the 60s this weekend. To us, that's nice. Not as
Yeah,
nice as Florida,
100%.
but
Back in Dublin, if it was 10 degrees Celsius, we're tops off, we're out, everyone's in shorts. Here it's like 28 degrees every day. It's just like normality. It's
mm,
madness.
nice. So, over the weekend, I want to kind of touch base on, it was all over the internet. You ended up getting married.
I
So, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, me and the missus went away. We got married, had it just an amazing weekend. Everything was perfect. Just had so much fun, and yeah, I literally couldn't be happier. It's everything I've wanted. I'm getting everything I wanted in life. I've gotten, and I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep that train going. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. Life's good, and we're just gonna run forward at the future and see what happens.
Good, good. Do you guys have any kind of like honeymoon plans or anything? Maybe after your fight, anything you've talked about?
No, we've mentioned honeymoon. Obviously we've got our fights and we've got my fight lined up, and that always takes kind of like first priority, just because it's everything we do. We like everything is revolved around the fight. But we've mentioned after the fight when my friends and family are here, once they've gone home, we've mentioned about going over to Costa Rica. We stayed in just an amazing place in the middle of the rainforest in Costa Rica, and we'd absolutely love to go back to it. It's a little glass villa in the middle of the jungle. It's just insane. It's breathtaking. So yeah, if we can figure that out, we'll obviously go.
Yeah, no, that'll be nice. It's always fun to get a little downtime too after a hard camp and, hard fight, all that good stuff, just to get that downtime and then have a nice celebration, for a couple
Yeah,
different
I mean
reasons.
we're very blessed in a sense of like the honeymoon. Like we get to spend every day with each other anyway, so the
Mhm.
honeymoon will just be time for just to just break away from the world and have a good time. So yeah.
Outstanding. So I kind of want to talk about, you're doing things a little bit differently. I know they have a lot of fight agencies, I'm sure, that are reaching out, trying to trying to represent you and things
Uh-huh.
like that. I want you to kind of talk to me a little bit about the Future Group Company.
Yeah, so me and my wife now. I can say my wife instead of my missus now. Yeah, um, we basically sat down together and said we could do this better than everyone else does. I don't like the idea of of giving like I understand sharing the wealth with people. I understand that that's how people work, but I want to cut out that middleman. I don't need someone else to do the work for me. I can create a company. I can create a team that is completely involved in it. We go directly to the brands. The brands come directly to us. We deal with them. We don't need an in-between person saying, "Oh, well, I can get him to do this or I can get him to do that." It's specifically solely designed around me and my brand. There's no other competition in the company. It's about me. So when we sat down and we finalizing like everything we were doing, we just went, we can absolutely do this better than everyone together. And we did. We've sat down. We create our company. We've been smashing it since. Like everything we do is completely different. I don't want to be the normal person where you get the normal clips that people make. I like having a hands-on approach on every single shoot or like interview I do. I like being in control. I like the content we put out. I mean, we've got really creative minds. I mean, my wife's phenomenal at what she does, and we work so well together. And when we sit down, we brainstorm, we think about what we can do, how we can do it better. And it's like I want to work with brands I care about and I enjoy. Like I play safe, for example. When I started working with these, I love the idea of what they were doing. And it's like when I'm since the best way to describe it, since I was in school, I understood that I liked working on stuff that I enjoyed spending time in. Like I didn't like going to math or doing English and reading poetry and doing all that. I loved working with my hands. I loved woodwork. I loved art. And I enjoyed that so much that it made me want to do it more. And that's basically what I've taken into my company, is that kind of approach. It's like I want to work with companies and people that excite me, that they're exciting, their company is different. And I like to have that approach on it. And we work so well together. The people that I'm blessed to be partnered with some amazing companies and amazing people behind the companies and the brands, that it's how I want to do it. I know, like if you look at my Instagram, it's not the typical, oh well, I'm sponsored by this and here's it's different. It's good content and it's great. So for me, it's different. I just dude, I'm one of the hottest prospects in MMA. Like everyone has been trying to get in contact with me and get me to sign for their agency. And it makes me so happy and proud to hear what those people are saying. Like they're amazing, like agencies, and like a lot of people can't do what I'm doing because they just don't have the confidence. They don't think they can do it. They don't have the knowledge. Like I'm very blessed to have my missus. Like she is phenomenal at what she does. Obviously got amazing contacts. So like the fact that like we've combined together and collaborated on what we're doing is amazing. And we give everything into this business. Like we work hard for it. So like I'm not shitting on agencies. I just know that I can do it better and I don't need them. So I'm very blessed to be in the position I am, and we're going to work hard because we want to make sure that start to finish, it's just me. It's just me and my business and my brand. And I make all the decisions. Like I don't let anyone run through me in these choices. Like me and my team will sit down. They'll say like, right, we think this is good, this is good, this is good. But it ain't just about the money. Like I've turned down big money sponsors because I don't like the brand. I'm like, I ain't about that. It's not something I want to be associated with. So I like to be different. I've always said that, like, dare to be different. Like I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and we're gonna have success. A lot of it.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the uniqueness of it. It's fun to watch something when something new. So many fighters have managers, and there's reasons for that. And I completely understand. I respect what they're doing, but just seeing a different perspective of what you're doing, it's fun to see something new. People love new. They love creativeness, and that's kind of what you're doing right now. And I look forward to continue to watching your story and how it progresses. So
Yeah,
it's just really cool.
it's it's funny because I see everyone on Instagram or everyone just like all these little comments saying like Layla is my manager, my missus is my manager, my wife's manager. She's not. She's
Right.
part of my team, and
Exactly.
she's the biggest part of my team. I'm training while she's here answering emails and sorting stuff out, and then we sit down and we chat. But I'm my manager.
Mhm.
I am my manager. She's in charge of of basically everything else. But like, she doesn't come to me and say, "You're doing this."
Right.
What the fuck is she gonna make me do something? Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
She can't, like, I'll do anything for her, but she can't tell me to do something. She can't make me do things in my business. We talk, we do it together. It's my final say. If I don't want to do a job for someone, I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
If they want me to do a certain photo shoot, I ain't gonna do it. That's the thing. It's like the freedom that I have in this business and in setting up the Future Group is the most important thing. It's like I'm free to create my own content the way we like. We have a hands-on approach. I'm free to change scripts. I don't like people giving me a script. Oh, can you read this? No, we're gonna make it our own way, and that's it. It's like you can guide us in what you would like us to say, but we'll take control. And it's just going forward. It's like I just cannot wait to see like all these big brands that have been getting in contact with us lately. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And more people are going to be desperate to sign me because they're going to be like, this kid's a money-making machine. And I can tell you now, we already are. We're only like one fight into the UFC. And it's like, it's already blown up. But it blew up before I was in the UFC. Do you know, I had the most lucrative walkout in Cage Warriors because of my company. We worked so hard to get that. And it's like, I signed a massive deal then. I've been signing so many big deals now. It's hard work. It's not like, oh, I'm a fighter. Like, not everyone gets what I'm getting. They don't get the deals I'm getting. It's because I'm marketable. I'm a marketing dream. I can talk the talk. I can walk the walk. I back it up in fights. And it's like, there's a reason the UFC's rolling the red carpet out for me as well. They know, they see it. They're like, this kid needs to be on. Everyone needs to see this kid. He needs to be on the big cards so we can take advantage of it. And look, it's what I've earned. It's been hard work to get me to this point, and everything that we've got in this business, we've earned, and we'll keep doing it, and we'll work our way to the top.
Absolutely. So, and speaking of, kind of going into, your last fight, right?
Hmm.
So speaking of how big of a prospect you are, they throw you on MSG, UFC 268,
Uh-huh.
Madison Square Garden, most iconic sports venue in the United States, you know,
In the world, mate.
in the world.
For
Yeah.
fighting
And
in the world, not even the States. When you think of the sorry to interrupt, but when you think of the actual talent
mhm,
that has stepped foot in that arena in sports, like it's ridiculous, especially for fighting. The Mayweathers, the Ali's, every single great has been in there.
mhm. So tell me a little bit about that, right? So you're fighting Jordan Williams. First fight's going. You guys are exchanging back and forth, back and forth. Out of nowhere, second left in the go in the round. In the last 5 seconds or so. So you got a second left to go in the round and highlight reel finish. How does that moment feel? The adrenaline. You have everyone going nuts in Madison Square Garden. It's your debut fight for the UFC,
Yeah.
and you have a highlight reel finish. You do what you've told everyone you're going to do.
I knew it was coming. Like I knew that finish was coming. I knew I was gonna get the knockout. It obviously felt amazing. I mean, there's a difference. Like people, I speak it. Like I've no problem saying I'm gonna knock him out in the first round. I've no problem saying I'm gonna do this. I've no fear in putting it out to the world. But yeah, the first round started a bit slow, a bit overwhelmed by the whole sensation of holy shit, I'm actually where I've dreamed I've wanted to be.
Mhm.
Hearing Bruce Buffer call out my name, seeing my name go around the LED signs at Madison Square Garden, it was just it was literally a dream come true, man. And it's trying to like I take you know what? I'm thankful that Jordan hit me a couple of times. It kind of woke me up. I was like, shit, this is like I'm in my dream. I'm like, all right, sweet, let's go. Right. Fucking I'm sick of this. Let me knock you out. But like that was the best Jordan Williams you've seen. I put him out in the first round. I mean, it was just a case of he started getting desperate trying to land shots. And when people give an inch, I take a mile. Do you know what I mean? I'll take that shot. Once I see it, it's game over. So yeah, dude, again, it couldn't have been better in the sense of like overcome adversity, get the knockout, get on the mic, rock the mic, have the whole place just the energy just jumped. Like you felt it. Like you were there, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was in attendance with my wife actually. We went
Yeah.
out there. That was one of our bucket list items,
Hmm.
go attend Madison Square Garden event.
Nice.
So we were
But you
there,
you
the
felt the
fights.
energy of the crowd when I got on that mic,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah, yeah.
completely
So the
changed.
other fights were good, but then
Yeah.
as soon as you got on the mic, as soon as you made the knockout,
Yeah.
everyone went nuts. Like this kid's for real, and
Yeah.
then you grabbed the mic and you did your thing, and it's
Hmm.
like a star was almost born that night, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Um, but yeah, like that energy, that buzz, that feeling of the crowd and the scream, the joy, like that's something I wanna give to people. My entire career is I want like you and your wife are sat there in the crowd. I want you to feel the energy from that crowd and that
Mhm.
excitement and that energy. I want you to take that home and talk, just speak to everyone about how that felt so cool. That speech, that knockout. That's the feeling I want to give to people. It's the best feeling like you can get from sports is a
Mhm.
buzz, like an electric energy running through your body of just excitement and like joy. So if I can keep doing that my entire career, then I'm going to be a successful man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there's nothing quite like an MMA event. I've been to all sorts of events. There's nothing like seeing a big knockout like that, and the crowd just going nuts and just the
Yeah, no,
feeling. I couldn't imagine being a
it's
fighter
different.
feeling
It's
it.
not something we should be cheering, but it is. It's because of the sport we're in.
Yeah,
Like if that was on the street, people wouldn't be going, "Hey!" It'd be, "Oh shit, is that dude all right?" But
right.
because it's what we signed up for, everyone knows. Everyone knows when you step in that building, like there's a possibility that someone could get seriously injured,
Yeah,
and everyone is okay with that.
yeah.
Everyone's okay with it. So yeah, it's a special sport. It's a special feeling, and there isn't. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know something that can beat that. Like I don't know if you're talking about maybe penalty shootouts in the World Cup is up there with that kind of intensity. There's a couple of things on that list, but someone getting knocked out, it's very very high up there.
Yeah. So, kind of moving forward to your training camp for
Mhm.
Darian, right? Can you share a little bit? Anything changing? Kind of key training partners you're training with for this camp? Trying to prepare for him? Anything you're working
So
specifically
no, I'm
on?
not trying to prepare for him. I'm trying to better my skill set in every way possible, whether it be grappling, wrestling, striking, adding in more tools. It's all I ever want to do is to get better myself. I don't want to prepare myself for someone else's skill set or prepare myself for someone else's game plan. I don't know what Darian's going to come out and do. I don't give a shit what he's going to come out and do because it's not about him. It's about me. Do you know what I mean? This is my second pay-per-view card and it's my second UFC fight. I'm the reason we're on the pay-per-view card. Me. I'm the reason people are going to watch that, like those early prelims, wherever it be, those prelim fights. I'm the reason they're going to tune in. I've got a lot of hype. I know this. I'm going to run with it. People are going to sit there and say, oh, well, he this and that. Try beat me. Try do what he can do and see what happens. I'll be ready for everything. Look at the guys I'm training with. I'm ready. So, I mean, I'm training with the best guys in the world, the best coaches. I am excited and I'm just learning slowly. And I know where I can be and I know where my skill set will be in time. It's just about getting to that point. Just slowly working myself from where I know I am now to where I know I can be. And where I can be is a pretty, like, dangerous guy. I'm already dangerous, but like that guy, that's going to be GSP John Jones up there with the best. That's where it's going to be. I know. Once I leave my name in that GOAT conversation, I'm happy.
Yeah, absolutely. You feel yourself just every day just getting better. And I mean, because you're still so young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have so much, you're like a sponge right now. And I mean, from where you're at right now to where you're going to be 5, 6, 7 years down the road, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like, dude, there's a lot that's gone on in the last couple of months. I mean, I've moved country. Like, there's a completely different, like, I wake up here and it's a different environment. There's different people. I'm getting used to different training schedules. I'm trying to change my entire training schedule to what's best for me and how I think I can grow the best. So I've been trying to just get it right. And over the last couple of weeks, it's just been clicking. My nutritionist, everything's been going good with him. He makes me food every morning. So I have it fresh straight after. I'm going to finish this interview. I've got food ready to go. I'm going to go home. Food's going to be ready. So everything has been right. It's been just setting up these little building blocks to kind of just get better and give myself the best possible chance of success. I've got the team that I'm surrounded by. I'm working every single day at just getting better. And that's what it's about. Technically, just fixing stuff and just enjoying every day, mate. If you can't be happy training, you're going to get beat up some days. You know, you can't win every second of every round. You're going to get beat up. So I mean, it is what it is, but you enjoy it and you learn, you go through the fire, you come out better.
Absolutely. So talking about 2022 as a whole, what's your goals? What are you aspiring to do this year? Like, do you have so many fights you want to accomplish? Do you have anything set up that in your head that you'd love to accomplish this year?
So I've said to myself, I want to fight minimum 3 times every year. If it's my goal, if there's 4 months, if I was to fight with 4-month gaps every year and I fight 3 times a year, the amount of growth and evolution that I can go through in that short of a time, every fight I will be a different fighter. Every fight I will be unpredictable for people. Yes, people know I'm a striker mainly, but they don't see the grappling. They don't see the wrestling going on. Do you know what I mean? And I hope people think I can't wrestle. I hope people think I can't grapple. They'll see. But it's just that, like, slowly building. And it gives me the time to work my ass off, to get stronger, to work on my strength and conditioning, to work on my cardio, to work on everything and get just more athletic, more knowledge. So for me, 3 fights a year, every year. There will come a time when I'm like, right, let's just fucking go. And I will fight every single opportunity I can get. That'll be like, I guarantee I'll be fighting 5, 6 times a year. Once I'm happy with all of my growth, I'm like, again, I'm in a new gym with a new team surrounding me. I don't want to be fighting so regularly right now. I want to take my time and get to where I need to be before I start taking those fights. So 3 times this year, 3 times next year, 3 times the year after that. That's 9 fights in the UFC, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People don't think about it like that. That's 3 years in the UFC and I've had 9 fights.
Yeah. I mean, I think if everyone sees you fight 3 times this year, we're all going to be very happy. You know, it's April. That's your first fight. So you got 2 more in the middle. Yeah.
Think about it. If I fight 3 times a year for the next 5 years, you've seen Ian Garry fight 15 times in the UFC.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't see a lot of people fighting 15 times in the UFC full stop.
Right. Yeah, that's a great pace. Yeah.
It's about being smart. I'm smarter than people and I break it down slowly. So yeah. Plus, it gives me a lot of time to recover, to heal, to enjoy my life with my family, my friends. and just not be constantly going every single fight camp, because that's where people, they fall into that trap of I need to go, I need to go, I need to go. You can keep training. You don't have to fight every couple of weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So in November, I was with you. I seen you at Madison, in New York. When we were in New
Yeah.
York, I kind of asked you. I was like, "Hey, give me your prediction. What's going to happen?"
Yeah.
You told me first round knockout. Said, "All right." So we get to the very last second of the fight. Boom! Prediction true. What's your prediction for 273 on April 9th?
So again, knockout. It's everybody loves knockouts. I think I'll knock him out in the first 8 minutes. But I don't care if it's the last minute, the last round, the last second of the last round. I'm not worried about it. I think it will come in the first 8 minutes, but it really depends on when he starts to open up. I think he's going to be a bit patient, a bit hesitant at first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He'll try to take me down. He'll get flattened. He'll see it's not that easy. You can try again, and then he'll start to get desperate. And when he gets desperate, that's when I'll finish him.
Outstanding. So, I really appreciate all your time, Ian. Do you have any sponsors, any teammates, anything you'd want to shout out? The floor is all yours.
Shout out to the Future Group. Everyone who works with me is awesome. To I Play Safe for being loyal. To my new ambassadorial deal with FizzFit. They're sparkling water with a punch of protein, so that's going to be unbelievable. I'm waiting for. I'm excited for that. And then I'm just grateful to be surrounded by the team I have, to all the opportunities that are coming my way. I'm excited.